Hey everybody, it is Mike. I'm running a little behind, so this is supposed to be the Horrorfreak85's um, Friday Friday challenge. So I'm doing it now on Saturday. Sorry, just have been completely um, overwhelmed with some things and just didn't have time to get stuff done. So this week's challenge was, since it's going to be Cinco de Mayo in a few days, he thought it would be kind of interesting for us to do something with a Mexican flair to it, either a cast member who may be Mexican, or like movies. First of all, I think Hispanics are completely underutilized as far as horror movies go. Um, for the most part, they're early victims in the movie, sort of like African Americans. They don't really get a lot of good, juicy roles in horror movies. It's pretty much they're just there to be a part of the body count. So I had a hard time finding anything. I mean, there was, there's like Hispanics that are in some of the Friday the 13th movies. The girl who plays Laurie Strode in the Rob Zombie mess of Halloween, she's of Hispanic descent. She's also in other movies. So the only movie, and I don't even know if all the actors in this movie are actually are all actually Mexican, but the only one I could think of was the fifth um, part, or the fifth movie in the Paranormal Activity franchise. It was called The Marked Ones, and it's really not one that I particularly care for. I like the first couple, and then after that, it just kind of got repetitive, monotonous, whatever. This one was a little different. It was not a great movie. It was released in 2014. The thing that made it interesting was that the whole cast pretty much was Hispanic. Mexican, I don't know. Hispanic, yes. Um, and it's the typical paranormal. Not really the typical paranormal. I mean, you have all the weirdness of, not being able to see stuff and jump scares and all of that silliness. But this one had like a little bit of a twist in which the character named Anna, who lives below this family, is a witch, and so somehow one of the people, one of the friends of the family, his name is Oscar, is seen running away from the area after they find Anna dead. But then he ends up being one of the marked ones. So, and he had been bitten by something or someone. So it kind of goes along with the typical paranormal activity, trying to figure out what's happening, what's causing it, how do they stop it from happening, and then eventually they're all gone. Everybody dies. So it was okay. Not my favorite movie. I did like the actors and actresses in it. It was really kind of refreshing to see a whole horror movie built around a Hispanic family. So I do give it kudos for that. It made a lot of money at the box office, which, I mean, it cost about $9 million to make, and it made over $90 million. So there is definitely an audience out there for the paranormal activity type movies. I am not the biggest fan of found footage kind of things, but I did like the first couple paranormal activities pretty well, and I've watched them all. I can watch any of them. They don't particularly annoy me like a lot of other paranormal or found footage movies, but yeah, overall pretty good. Really, there was no character in this movie that I knew. Did I just block myself out? So, like any of the actors, sorry, for some reason my screen just went blank. Um, I didn't really recognize any of the actors. What is going on with this computer? So, some of them have been in other things. I looked them up on, um, you know, Wikipedia and those to see who they were. Some of them have been in some things, but nothing too amazing. So overall, this movie was all right. It's a part of a collection that I have, so it'll stay on the shelf. But at best, a C. By this point in the series, in the franchise, we kind of have an idea. They did try to change it up a little bit, which was good. And yeah, so that is my entry for Fright Friday. Sorry it's late, but better late than never, right? All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.